They never tell you this. Every night, while you are lying peacefully in your bed, something is happening inside your body that almost no one talks about. Your muscles, the very foundation of your strength, mobility, and independence, are quietly breaking down. Scientists call it overnight catabolism, but for millions of seniors, it simply means losing the muscle that keeps you walking, climbing stairs, and living life on your own terms. Here is the shocking truth. After the age of 60, muscle mass does not just fade slowly during the day, it disappears fastest at night, while you sleep. That is when your body runs out of amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, and begins feeding on itself. The process is silent. You cannot feel it. Yet night after night, the loss adds up. Before you know it, the legs that once carried you with ease now tremble after a short walk. The arms that once lifted groceries or hugged loved ones grow weaker, and the independence you worked so hard to protect begins to slip away. Most people are never warned about this hidden nighttime threat. Instead, they are told to just eat enough protein or stay active. Yes, these things help, but without the right pre-sleep ritual, your body still consumes itself every single night. That is why so many seniors feel frustrated, exercising, eating well, yet watching their muscles continue to fade. The worst part? This is not inevitable. Leading research from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and the National Institute on Aging has revealed that with a few simple, science-backed steps before bed, you can stop this nightly muscle drain in its tracks. You can even flip the switch from muscle breakdown to muscle growth overnight. Imagine waking up not weaker, but stronger. Instead of losing independence, you could restore it. That is what this video is all about. By the end, you will discover the exact nighttime protocols proven to preserve and even rebuild your muscles while you sleep. Stay with me, because what you are about to learn could change the way you age forever. Before we get into the foods that can protect your muscles while you sleep, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below with your age, where you're watching from, and one evening habit that helps you sleep better. You never know, your tip might encourage another senior watching right now. We do read and respond, so do not be shy. And make sure to like this video and subscribe to Health with Age. Tapping the bell will ensure you never miss simple, life-changing health tips designed for seniors just like you. And just a quick reminder, this video is for educational purposes only. Always talk with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or health routine. Your body is unique, and it deserves care that is tailored to you. Why muscle loss matters after 60. Muscle loss after the age of 60 is not just about looking thinner or weaker. It is about everything that makes life easier, safer, and more independent. Doctors call this condition sarcopenia, and it begins silently, often without obvious signs in the early years. But over time, the consequences become impossible to ignore. Think about climbing a flight of stairs. What used to be a simple task can suddenly leave you breathing heavily, holding the railing for support. Or carrying a bag of groceries, a chore that was once effortless now feels like a serious challenge. Even simple movements like standing up from a chair or getting out of bed start taking extra effort. This is not just aging. It is muscle loss. The most alarming part? Muscle loss increases the risk of falls, fractures, and hospitalizations. Falls are the leading cause of injury and loss of independence among seniors. Once a person falls and breaks a bone, their recovery is often slow, painful, and sometimes incomplete. Many never regain the level of mobility they once had. In fact, studies show that seniors who lose too much muscle are far more likely to end up in nursing care or dependent on others for basic daily tasks. But here is the encouraging truth. You do not have to accept this fate. Research has proven that seniors who actively preserve and rebuild muscle live longer, maintain sharper minds, and enjoy greater freedom well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. Muscle is not just about strength, it is also about metabolism, balance, blood sugar control, and protection against disease. In many ways, your muscles are your body's armor against aging. That is why stopping nighttime muscle loss is not optional, it is essential. Every day you delay, more strength slips away. But once you know the right pre-bed rituals, you can fight back, protect your independence, and even feel younger than you did a decade ago. The truth companies don't want you to know. If protecting your muscles is so important, why have you never heard about these nighttime rituals before? The answer is simple. Big companies do not profit when seniors stay strong and independent. In fact, weakness and decline keep the medical system running. More prescriptions, more hospital visits, more dependency on products that only manage symptoms instead of fixing the root cause. Pharmaceutical giants spend billions promoting pills for pain, injections for joints, and expensive treatments for weakness. Yet the simplest solutions, nutrients, natural compounds, and strategic routines, are often ignored or buried because they cannot be patented. They cannot be sold for hundreds of dollars per dose. And they threaten to replace billion-dollar drugs that seniors are pressured to rely on for life. But here is the truth. Independent research from respected institutions like Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and the National Institute on Aging has already proven that specific bedtime strategies can halt and even reverse muscle loss. These studies are published, peer-reviewed, and available for anyone to see. Still, very few seniors are ever told about them. Doctors are often not trained in nutrition or lifestyle science, and companies have no interest in promoting habits that cost pennies compared to pills. That is why this information is so powerful, and why watching this video until the end matters. What you are about to learn is not about selling you another prescription. It is about giving you back control over your body. The steps you are going to see are simple, affordable, and within your reach starting tonight. Symptom check. Are you at risk? Before we get into the powerful solutions, it is important to ask a simple question. Are you already showing signs of muscle loss? Many seniors dismiss the early warning signals, thinking it is just aging, when in reality, these are red flags that should not be ignored. Have you noticed your legs feeling heavier or weaker when climbing stairs? Do you wake up with stiffness or cramps that never used to bother you? Do you find yourself avoiding long walks because your muscles tire too quickly? These are not random inconveniences. They are signals that your body is losing muscle faster than it is rebuilding it. Another hidden sign is balance. Do you sometimes feel less steady when standing on one foot, or have you caught yourself grabbing onto furniture more often? That is your muscles quietly losing the strength to stabilize your body. Even a slight reduction in muscle power can double your risk of falling, and a single fall can change your life overnight. Here is the good news. Identifying these symptoms early gives you the power to stop the decline. If any of these signs sound familiar, you are not alone. Millions of seniors experience the same issues, and most never realize they can be reversed. So here is what I want you to do. As you watch, take a moment to reflect. Which of these symptoms have you noticed in yourself recently? Share your experience in the comments below. We are reading and responding to as many as possible because your story could help someone else recognize the warning signs too. And now that you know what to look for, let us get into the proven rituals that stop muscle loss in its tracks, starting with number 8. Number 8. Magnesium glycinate ritual. The first ritual on our list is one that almost no one talks about, yet it plays a massive role in whether your muscles rebuild or break down overnight. It is called magnesium glycinate, and for seniors over 60, it can be a game changer. Magnesium is an essential mineral that supports more than 300 processes in the human body, including muscle repair, nerve communication, and energy production. Without enough magnesium, your muscles cannot properly relax and recover while you sleep. This often leads to night cramps, restless legs, and weaker muscle fibers. Over time, that means faster muscle loss and less strength. Here is where the glycinate form makes a difference. Unlike cheap magnesium oxide or citrate that many people buy, magnesium glycinate is highly absorbable and gentle on the stomach. It is the form scientists recommend for seniors who want better sleep quality and stronger muscles. Taking magnesium glycinate before bed helps calm the nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and improves deep sleep. Why does that matter? Because muscle growth and repair happen during deep sleep cycles, not while you are awake. If your sleep is shallow or interrupted, your body cannot restore the muscle tissue you lose during the day. Studies show that seniors who consistently take magnesium glycinate not only sleep better, but also maintain healthier muscle mass and bone density. That means fewer cramps, better balance, and a stronger body overall. Here is how to use it. Many experts suggest taking in the evening, about 1 to 2 hours before bed, paired with a small glass of water. Always check with your healthcare provider first, especially if you're on medications, but most people find it safe and effective. Think of magnesium glycinate as your nighttime repair tool. While you sleep, it quietly helps your muscles recover, your bones strengthen, and your energy levels reset for the next day. Out of all the supplements available, this one is among the simplest and most affordable ways to protect yourself from age-related decline. And this is just the start. Up next is another overlooked bedtime ritual that helps lock in strength, one that most seniors are not getting enough of. Number 7. Protein timing before sleep. The next ritual is all about giving your muscles the building blocks they need before you go to bed. Most seniors focus on what they eat during the day, but protein timing at night can make a huge difference in how your body maintains and rebuilds muscle. Here's the problem. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein. This means even if you are eating chicken, fish, or eggs during the day, by nighttime your body may not have enough amino acids left in circulation to repair muscles while you sleep. That is when muscle breakdown can silently overtake muscle growth. The solution? A small, protein-rich snack before bed. Research shows that consuming 20 to 40 grams of high-quality protein in the evening provides your body with the raw material it needs to keep repairing muscle throughout the night. Casein protein, found in dairy like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, is especially powerful because it digests slowly and releases amino acids over several hours. If you are lactose intolerant or prefer non-dairy options, plant-based protein shakes made from pea or soy protein can also work. The key is to avoid heavy, greasy meals that disrupt sleep. Instead, think light but nutrient-dense. For example, a bowl of Greek yogurt with chia seeds or a small protein smoothie with almond milk are perfect options. Not only do they fuel muscle repair, but they also help regulate blood sugar levels overnight, something very important for seniors. Studies from respected institutions like Maastricht University in the Netherlands have confirmed that nighttime protein supplementation significantly boosts muscle mass and strength in older adults. Imagine waking up feeling stronger, steadier, and more energized just by adding this one habit. And here is another bonus. Pairing your evening protein with the magnesium glycinate ritual we just covered creates a synergy that amplifies recovery. One helps relax and repair, while the other provides the building blocks to rebuild. So, if you often wake up feeling weak, sore, or sluggish, this one shift could change everything. And it only takes a few minutes before bed. Next, we move to ritual number 6, one that has nothing to do with food but everything to do with how your body signals muscle strength. Number 6. Resistance bands by the bed. Not all rituals require supplements or food. Some are about training your body's signals, so it does not forget how to stay strong. One of the simplest yet most effective methods is keeping a set of resistance bands by your bed. Here is why this matters. After the age of 60, the body loses strength more rapidly if the muscles are not reminded to stay active. This is called sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. Even if you walk daily, that alone does not fully stimulate muscle fibers responsible for strength and stability. Resistance bands provide gentle, joint-friendly resistance that activates those fibers without putting stress on your knees, hips, or shoulders. The best part? You do not need a full workout or a gym membership. Just 5 to 10 minutes of light band exercises in the evening is enough to tell your body, these muscles are still needed. Simple moves like seated rows, bicep curls, or leg presses with a band can be done sitting on the edge of the bed or standing nearby for balance. The goal is not to exhaust yourself, but to keep the muscle rebuilding signal active. When paired with the protein timing ritual we discussed earlier, this practice ensures that the amino acids you consume actually get used to build and maintain strength. What makes this ritual so powerful is its convenience. When resistance bands are within arm's reach, the chances of you using them rise dramatically. Many seniors fail to exercise simply because it feels like too much effort to prepare. By making it easy, the ritual becomes automatic. In addition, studies show that even light evening resistance work improves sleep quality and circulation. That means stronger muscles and better rest, a double benefit. Think of it this way. Your body is always listening. If you give it a signal of activity, even in small doses, it responds by protecting your muscles. Skip that signal, and the body assumes the muscles are no longer needed. So tonight, place a resistance band by your bed. It is a small reminder with life-changing potential. Coming up next, ritual number 5, a nutrient almost everyone overlooks, but it plays a direct role in how well your muscles respond to activity. Number 5. Vitamin D evening routine. Most people think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin, connected only to bone health. But for seniors, vitamin D is also one of the most critical muscle-protecting nutrients. And the surprising truth is that a huge percentage of adults over 60 are deficient, especially those who spend more time indoors or live in colder regions. Here is why this matters. Vitamin D is directly involved in muscle protein synthesis, the process that allows your body to build and maintain lean muscle. Without adequate levels, your muscles can weaken, your balance can decline, and your risk of falls increases. In fact, research shows that seniors with low vitamin D have up to a 30% higher chance of falls and fractures compared to those with healthy levels. The evening ritual here is simple. Make vitamin D part of your nightly routine, but in a way that fits your body's rhythm. While vitamin D supplements are often taken in the morning, some studies suggest that evening intake may improve absorption when paired with a small meal containing healthy fats. For example, taking vitamin D with a dinner that includes salmon, avocado, or olive oil helps your body absorb it more effectively. Another important point: vitamin D works best in combination with other nutrients, especially calcium and magnesium. That means if you are following the earlier rituals, like magnesium glycinate and protein timing, you are already setting the stage for vitamin D to work at its best. For those who prefer natural sources, foods like fatty fish, fortified milk, or egg yolks at dinner can also support your levels. However, since most seniors cannot get enough from food alone, supplementation is often the most reliable option. The benefit of making this an evening ritual is that it ties directly into your recovery process. As you rest, your body is not only repairing muscles, but also using vitamin D to regulate muscle contractions and strengthen your skeletal system. The result? Better balance, improved mobility, and reduced weakness over time. So, before you head to bed, consider whether your body is getting enough of this essential nutrient. It is one of the simplest, yet most overlooked, ways to protect your muscles after 60. Next, we move to ritual number 4, a surprising nightly practice that strengthens muscles by working through your nervous system, not just nutrition. Number 4. Nervous system wind down. When most people think about muscle strength, they imagine protein, vitamins, and workouts. But there is another hidden factor that is often ignored: your nervous system. Muscles only respond when the brain sends the right signals. If your nervous system is tense, overactive, or fatigued, it does not matter how much protein or exercise you get, your body cannot activate your muscles efficiently. This is why a nightly nervous system wind-down ritual is so important after age 60. Think of it as clearing the static on a radio channel. The clearer the signal from your brain to your muscles, the stronger and more responsive those muscles will be. The ritual does not need to be complicated. Simple practices like slow, diaphragmatic breathing for 5 minutes before bed can shift your body from fight or flight mode into rest and repair mode. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which improves blood flow to your muscles and helps them recover. Another powerful method is progressive relaxation. While lying in bed, gently tense and release each muscle group, starting from your toes and moving up toward your head. This trains your nervous system to release unnecessary tension and improves your connection with each muscle. Why is this so powerful for seniors? Because as we age, the nervous system becomes less efficient at recruiting muscle fibers. That is one reason many older adults feel weaker, even if they still have muscle tissue. By winding down your nervous system at night, you are keeping the communication lines open, ensuring your muscles stay responsive. This practice also improves sleep quality. A calm nervous system makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep, giving your body more time to produce growth hormone, one of the natural chemicals responsible for muscle repair and strength maintenance. So, before reaching for supplements or equipment, remember that sometimes the greatest muscle protector is not something you consume, but something you practice. Just a few minutes of relaxation breathing or progressive muscle release before bed can make the difference between waking up stiff and weak or waking up stronger and more stable. Up next, ritual number 3, a surprising food timing trick that helps muscles stay protected all through the night. Number 3, slow digesting protein before bed. During the day, your meals supply your muscles with a steady stream of amino acids, the raw materials for growth and repair. But at night, when you sleep for 6 to 8 hours without eating, your body can run out of these building blocks. This leads to muscle breakdown, a process that accelerates with age. For seniors, this overnight loss can contribute significantly to gradual weakness. The solution? Adding a small serving of slow-digesting protein before bed. Unlike fast proteins, which are absorbed quickly, slow proteins release amino acids steadily over several hours. This provides your muscles with a gentle but constant supply of nourishment all through the night. One of the best options is casein protein, found naturally in dairy products like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or milk. A small bowl of cottage cheese with a few berries or a warm glass of milk can serve as a simple evening ritual. For those who prefer supplements, a casein protein shake mixed with water or milk works just as well. Why is this important for seniors? Because muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, often happens silently and gradually. Providing your body with steady protein overnight not only slows this process, but also improves recovery from any daily activity or exercise. Studies have shown that seniors who consume slow-digesting protein before bed experience better muscle retention, improved strength, and even higher quality sleep. Another tip is to pair this protein with magnesium-rich foods or supplements, as mentioned earlier. The magnesium supports relaxation and recovery, while the protein provides the raw materials. Together, they create the perfect nighttime environment for muscle preservation. It is worth noting that the portion should be moderate, about 15 to 25 grams of protein, to avoid discomfort or heaviness before sleep. The goal is nourishment, not overloading. This small yet powerful change can transform how your body repairs itself overnight. Instead of waking up weaker, you wake up more refreshed, with your muscles fed and supported. And now we move to ritual number 2, a habit that does not involve food or supplements, but has everything to do with how your body physically prepares for rest, stretching and circulation enhancement before bed. Number 2, gentle stretching and circulation boost. Strong muscles are not just about size or nutrition. They also depend heavily on blood flow. Without good circulation, your muscles cannot receive enough oxygen or nutrients to repair and stay strong. Unfortunately, circulation tends to slow with age, especially in the legs and feet, leading to stiffness, weakness, and even balance problems. That is why a nightly circulation-boosting ritual can be a true game-changer for seniors. One of the simplest ways to do this is through gentle stretching. You do not need to perform complex yoga poses or long routines. Just 5 to 10 minutes of light stretches before bed can loosen tight muscles, open up blood vessels, and allow for better oxygen delivery throughout the night. Focus on the areas most prone to stiffness: the calves, thighs, lower back, and shoulders. A great option is calf stretches against the wall, or gently pulling your knees toward your chest while lying on your back. These movements improve blood return from the legs, where circulation often slows. To enhance the effect, you can also combine stretching with simple circulation-boosting habits. For example, elevating your legs for a few minutes before bed helps blood flow back toward the heart. Light ankle circles or foot flexes can also encourage circulation without straining your body. Why is this so important? Because when muscles are poorly supplied with blood overnight, they enter a state of stress. Instead of repairing, they weaken. But when blood circulation is optimized, muscles receive a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients, helping them recover and remain strong even while you sleep. Many seniors who adopt this practice report waking up less stiff, with improved flexibility and reduced nighttime leg cramps. It also helps with relaxation, preparing both the body and mind for deeper, higher quality sleep. Think of stretching and circulation as preparing the highways of your body before a long night's journey. The smoother the flow, the better your muscles are protected. And now, we arrive at the final and most critical ritual, the number one nighttime practice that determines whether your muscles are preserved or allowed to waste away. Deep, restorative sleep itself. Number 1. Deep restorative sleep. All the rituals we have discussed, from protein intake to stretching, build toward one final and crucial factor: deep, restorative sleep. Without it, none of the other steps can fully protect your muscles. Sleep is not just rest for the mind. It is the body's prime repair cycle. During the deepest stages of sleep, your muscles are flooded with growth hormones that repair tissue, restore energy, and preserve strength. For seniors, this stage of sleep is often the most compromised. Many experience lighter, shorter sleep cycles, frequent waking, or difficulty falling asleep. Over time, this reduction in quality rest accelerates muscle loss, weakens immunity, and leaves the body less able to recover from daily stress. To protect your muscles, you must treat sleep as seriously as nutrition and exercise. Start by maintaining a consistent bedtime and wake time. This regular rhythm strengthens your body's internal clock and promotes deeper sleep stages. Avoiding stimulants such as caffeine late in the day is also critical, as they can interfere with your body's ability to transition into true restorative rest. Creating a nighttime wind-down routine is equally important. Dim the lights, switch off screens, and engage in calming activities like reading, gentle stretching, or listening to soothing music. By signaling to your nervous system that it is time to slow down, you allow your body to shift naturally into the state required for deep sleep. The environment where you sleep also plays a powerful role. A cool, dark, and quiet bedroom is ideal for uninterrupted rest. Even small changes, like blackout curtains, a supportive mattress, or a white noise machine, can significantly enhance sleep quality. Nutrition also influences your sleep cycle. Consuming enough protein, magnesium, and vitamin D, as discussed earlier, directly supports the production of neurotransmitters and hormones that regulate rest. Pairing these nutrients with adequate hydration during the day ensures your muscles are primed for recovery when you finally close your eyes. Think of deep sleep as the master switch. Without flipping it on, your muscles never get the full benefit of the other rituals. But with consistent, high-quality sleep, your body maximizes every ounce of nutrition, every stretch, and every effort you put into protecting your muscles. This is why sleep stands as the number one nighttime ritual for seniors who want to avoid muscle loss. It is the foundation upon which strength, vitality, and independence are built. You now know the nighttime rituals that can protect seniors from muscle loss, and each one plays a role in keeping your body strong, mobile, and independent as the years go by. From protein-rich evening snacks to gentle stretching, from hydration to magnesium, and finally, the power of deep restorative sleep, every ritual builds on the other, creating a foundation of resilience for your muscles. The truth is that muscle loss does not happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, often unnoticed until simple activities like walking, climbing stairs, or lifting groceries become more difficult. But by taking these small steps each evening, you can slow, stop, and even reverse that decline. The choices you make tonight will determine your strength tomorrow. If you are serious about maintaining your health, start by adopting just one or two of these rituals. As they become habits, add more. Over time, you will notice better energy, stronger muscles, and improved confidence in your daily life. Remember, staying strong is not about chasing youth. It is about protecting independence, mobility, and quality of life. These rituals give you the tools to do just that. Now that you know the nighttime rituals to protect your muscles, there is something equally important you need to be aware of. Many older adults unknowingly make a simple breakfast mistake that weakens their health over time. It happens with one of the most popular healthy foods, oatmeal. But when combined with certain ingredients, it can do more harm than good. In our next video, we uncover the 7 foods you should never mix with oatmeal. Trust me, number 3 will surprise you. So hit subscribe and tap the bell. That way, you will never miss the tips that could add years to your health.